People, what is going on? We are back here today, and you already know what time it is. It's finally here. GENESECT and NAGANADEL are now Ubers. Yes, so we all knew GENESECT was going to get banned from Sword and Shield OU as soon as the OU Council could do it, just because it was pretty obviously broken, and it's turned out it's banned now. It's only been about 5 days of the Crown Tundra DLC. However, NAGANADEL is also banned as well. Now, I said NAGANADEL to me is like the second or third best Pokemon in the metagame, but I didn't think that they would quick ban it alongside GENESECT, because I thought GENESECT was far and beyond like the best Pokemon in the metagame. However, the OU Council has decided to ban both of these from OU, so I figured I'd talk about it and basically make this video everything you got to know about this GENESECT and NAGANADEL ban. So, let's read this through. So, the OU Council has voted to ban GENESECT and NAGANADEL from OU effective immediately. The Pokemon notorious for starting out OU and getting banned immediately has returned for more of the same. This metagame is no different for GENESECT. It has all the tools it needs to thrive. Multiple extremely effective sets, choice band, blah blah blah. Invites in a lot of Pokemon with offense. Its counters are limited to Helmet Pecks, Static Zapdos, Moltres, and Heatran. Yeah, as for Choice Band, I agree. Those are the only 4 good counters. I've said from the beginning that Choice Band was the best set, and I think most people can agree that Choice Band GENESECT was far and beyond like the strongest set that there was. Because you could run Scarf, which is also pretty good, or Specs. Like, those are decent breakers, but for the most part, you just want to run Choice Band. Because Extreme Speed allows you to become an offense check, while Bandit in general is able to break through most teams. Like, look at this team, for example, right? All I have is a Heatran to deal with Choice Bandit GENESECT. After that, that thing kind of becomes a threat, right? All of my guys that are faster, as in Pheromosa and Landorus, they get threatened by E-Speed. Kartana Scarf, it can't really do a huge hit to GENESECT unless I'm already weakened for knockoff or Sacred Sword, so that thing can't take the hit. And then if Heatran loses its leftovers, it's in the worst position possible. So I was running Choice Band on my GENESECT a lot with knockoff Ferrothorn. Obviously, Ferrothorn is the type of Pokemon to lure in stuff like Heatran. Knock off that thing's leftovers, and then it becomes very, very hard. You can also run Explosion, right? Explosion is the best move because you just get a free 1-hit KO on most neutral hits, which is very, very nice. If you guys remember in my video yesterday, he exploded with his Choice Band GENESECT. It 1-hit KO my Magnezone. Stupid shit, but CB Extreme Speed can easily revenge kill any offensive threat, such as Blaziken, NAGANADEL, and Regieleki. Very true, very true. And it can even switch into some big threats such as Kyurem, Magearna, and Glastrier. Well, Glastrier is garbage, but I definitely agree with with being able to switch into Magearna and Kyurem Black. In fact, you guys can see that in so many of my lives I've posted in the last couple of days. Kyurem Black, Magearna, all those things. Those are huge offensive threats to, and especially to these offensive teams and even balance builds. But GENESECT can take a +1 Fusion Bolt if it's not Life Orb boosted. It can also take a hit from Magearna, right? With the exception of like +1 Focus Blast, it can live any hit from Magearna and threaten back heavily with Iron Head, Choice Band, Flamethrower, or even if it's Life Orb, it can switch up moves afterwards. I've heard a whole bunch of different GENESECTs. My favorite was Choice Band, obviously, but on the Shuckle Sticky Web team, of course, I had the Life Orb special set, which put in a lot of work too. You can't sleep on that, of course. You can't sleep on that. Because even think about stuff like Heatran, which is considered the #1 switch-in, right? That thing obviously is not taking the Life Orb Thunderbolt well. And if you get a download boost, then it gets even more difficult to check long term. In GENESECT, the only reason I don't like using Life Orb too much is because I don't like killing yourself. Plus, it can be kind of easy to Life Orb stall. If you're as good as me, you're going to be Life Orb stalling, obviously. But, no, we'll see. But, like, from what I can see here, let's see what else they're saying. GENESECT can also run far more than just one set. Special sets can be incredibly devastating. Technoblast equipped with Douse Drive. Yep. Yeah, that lets you get through Heatran. I've seen a lot of Douse Drive GENESECTs, especially on Rain. Lets you get through all these ground types, and also lets you pick off Heatran, which is like the #1 counter. So yeah, that's pretty good. Let's see. So yeah, that's basically what they said. Choice Scarf and Shift Gear. I think Shift Gear is pretty bad, but Choice Scarf was really good still. Choice Scarf was really, really good still. So when it comes down to it, I can't really say that I'm surprised. I mean, GENESECT, yeah, I mean, it was broken, guys. It's always broken. There's not a lot to ever really deal with it. You can always put something on it to take on everything, and then, like, it just sucks that they banned. I mean, actually, it doesn't suck that they banned it so fast. 5 days was about what I expected to be able to play with GENESECT on the ladder, but now it's the type of Pokemon to get banned. You look at most teams, like, it can be tailor-made to deal with everything. Scarf and Choice Band, it's said that GENESECT can never be a useless Pokemon, right? You can put it on any style, even Stall, for example. Stall's garbage in this metagame, but you could run GENESECT on your Stall, and it would still be a great glue Pokemon. It would still take care of a lot of issues. It's just a good mod to have in general. Think about all the most annoying Pokemon in OU right now, like Pheromosa, Regieleki, Landorus. Think about that type of shit. Kyurem Black, and you're able to just send out Genesect, and it wins the 1v1 versus most stuff. What's it called? Bug Steel is also a great typing. If you saw in my video the other day, I was able to switch Genesect into Alakazam multiple times because Alakazam can only go for Focus Blast to really hit that thing hard. There's no hidden power fire in this game, so it definitely benefits from that. So Genesect altogether, man, I'm not surprised you had to go. Beautiful Pokemon, but it is what it is. It's gonna happen sometimes when these things just go. But that being said, let's also talk about Naganadel, because I did not expect them to quick ban it alongside Genesect. I figured all these things were going to get banned one by one, but interesting. So Naganadel does not have the history that Genesect has, but its ban was far less contested than Genesect's previous bans were. Naganadel with Z moves was obscene. This generation, it lost the ability to fire off Z moves, which not only weakens it, but it also means it has to deal with the drop in power from electing to use Draco Meteor and potential life or recoil. But even with these changes, Naganadel is still an incredible Pokemon with its speed tier, nasty plot, blah blah blah, fire coverage. So you either use Heatran, Scarf Ditto, or Pokemon with huge special bulk. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely true. I would agree that this thing is the easiest to sweep with, because if you don't have a Heatran, you will just lose to it immediately. Like, look at these teams. I don't know how this team would beat Naganadel, for example. I mean, it has the bait, I guess, but yeah, I don't know how you'd beat Naganadel with this team, right? Even the Spadef Swampert is gonna get killed. You get the +1 speed, so Zapdos gets outsped even with this cool scarf. Even a team like this, for example, if it nasty plots up and the Heatran has taken a knockoff or something, it can't take too many hits. Even if Heatran has taken a knockoff and it takes a Draco, then the next time it can't really take a +2 Draco, and then you continue to accumulate these speed boosts, right? And so just looking through these teams, you can see that Naganadel is really able to pick off most of these really easily. If you don't have Heatran, then yeah, like look at this team, for example. Naganadel would pretty easily beat this team, and it does, right? Like, I have my Scarf Dragapult, which is like, that's the best thing I can have, but I can't really switch into it, right? Every mon on here dies to Fire Blast or Draco or Sludge Wave or whatever. Heatran's the only mon that can take on that perfect coverage. You can have your Blissey, but Blissey can only Thunder Wave, right? So it can even Nasty Plot on you and then hit you with a heavy Draco Meteor and then sweep with something else. Naganadel is one of the easiest mons to win with, I'd say. This is the set that running on the web's HL. This is like the most broken set, the reason they banned it likely. So let's read it. What else they said? So yeah, the snowball factor is very, very annoying. It's hard to kill without strong priority like Choice Band Genesect. Moreover, Naganadel has access to spikes. They just said it's a cool option. I mean, I don't even think spikes is that good. I think Nasty Plot's always like the best set. I'm gonna be honest. Having used heavy duty boots with spikes, choiced with spikes, I don't know. It's not that good. Nasty Plot just has too much utility. The ability to sweep after you just keep getting speed boosts and all that shit. It's also already really, really fast, which is nice. Like at +1 speed, it can outspeed Regieleki. A lot of other Pokemon at +1 speed, like Scarf Kartana, and even like +1 or +2 Adamant Blaziken. That shit's getting outsped by Regieleki really easily. But Naganadel with 1 speed boost outspeeds most common Scarfers, right? You have to have a Scarf Dragapult to really knock that thing out, or Banded E-Speed. So I do definitely agree with that. And if you give it a free turn, you're usually just putting yourself in a really, really bad situation. Like, for the most part, I think to deal with Naganadel, you need to have a team that does not really allow them to set up, right? So a team like this, I just have to sack what I really have in front of me, right? I can go into my Spadef Slowking, but he's just going to +2 and then kill me with Draco. So that won't help me. Landorus dies to Draco, Genesect the Scarf, Hippo is Fizz Dev is dying. All these dudes die to Draco, right? So it's tough. You have to run a Heatran, or you have to run some type of Blissey, which is still not, the best course of action. But yes, Genesect and Naganadel get the quick ban from Smogon, right? They got quick banned, and nothing else is banned as of now. So there are many more Pokemon on the table, but we'd like to give the metagame more time before we take action against them. For those curious, from the OU Council, Genesect received 7 ban votes and 1 do not ban vote, and Naganadel received 8 ban votes and just 0 do not ban votes. The fuck? Who thought Naganadel was worse than Genesect? That's but I guess that's gonna be that. So Shoutouts to these two Pokemon. Had fun using them for a little bit. I will be uploading the GENESECT movie tomorrow, which will just be a 1.5 hour live, just using a bunch of my GENESECT teams. And now, I have to delete these one by one. It's probably like, are they on the ladder still? About to find out. Where's a random GENESECT team? Can you play with this shit? Man, let me just try to validate real quick. No! Goodbye, GENESECT. I'll see you all tomorrow.